Everyone, it's been a while since we've had a Cornerstone project update, so let's take a little walk through and see what's been done and see what's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. Let's head on in. All right, we've come inside the construction gates, and what you'll see is, if you've been able to come to church on the weekends, you've seen this in person yourselves. Of course, all of the walls on the outside have been completed, and a lot is the structure. You can see all the steel that's in, not only on some of the supports, but even when we go on the inside, you'll see some steel columns, or not columns, steel girders that are going across. Anyway, what I point out just on the outside of how nice it is to see all these walls up, the shape of the building is certainly coming along. Even the site, as we start to see this laneway, even that's going to be coming from Emerson Street taking shape. Maybe it's a personal thing here, but I'm really looking forward to this space here, the front entrance of the rectory. And my favorite of all, nice garages to be able to park the car, motorcycle, and like all of you, to store some extra equipment. So there's a little walk through the outside. Let's go on the inside and we'll take a quick walk through some of the rooms to see some of the little bits of work that's been going on. Okay, so we're going to start here at the Emerson Street entranceway, just looking out on Emerson Street. And so let me turn the camera around so I can follow exactly what I'm showing you. All right, so at this entranceway, you see this steel that's been put in place, and so that's going to be helping to support this nice little area that'll be just outside for the entranceway. If you look up, for now we can look straight to the sky. All of these columns that are going along the side will help to form the structure for the entrance area here, the structure even for the second floor that's going to be above. And of course, I think I've showed you this before, how it wraps all the way around. But all this steel has been completed. That's been the job of the welders and others. And you see the main column supports, but even all these little supports that have to be in place. Maybe if I go through here, you'll see even more steel girders. And this is what I'm saying, along the top of the walls, there's also these supports. Now the reason all of these have had to be put into place, you see there's some more here and here, over all the openings, that's where the mechanical equipment and so on is going to be going through, is because it needs to hold what is coming next. I said that this we could see straight through the roof here. It's not going to be a skylight all the way around. It's going to be concrete in most parts. And so that's what's going to be coming on Tuesday. It's a really exciting week this week coming. That'll be July 6th, I believe. And so they call it core slab. And so the core slab sits on top of these walls. That's why all the steel is there. And that will form the floor for the second floor in this area, which is, of course, the offices. And we're just looking out the rectory front door here. It'll form the floor for the second floor in the rectory areas, and then it'll form the ceiling for the single story areas, which is mostly around the meeting space, university, student center areas. So you see all this steel that's in place. That's great. Isn't it nice to see the floors as well done? This is something that happened last week, and just how it's all nice and clean, and you get a real sense of the space as each of these little pieces of the puzzle come together. There's a few of these you can see in the ground here. Let me point with the right hand. These conduits that are coming up, and then there's something in the ground. Those are attached because right here what we're seeing is the boardroom. In the boardroom there's going to be in-ground electrical and data and phone connections. So that's where the connection will be, under the meeting room table, and then of course it has to be run into the wall to get the service there. So there's one of those there. There's another one. You won't ever actually be able to walk through this way in the future, but this is going to be the library in the University Student Center. So there's one in there, and then finally there's one in the not boardroom, but the other meeting room in the University Student Center. So we're even getting into some of what the technology is going to be as we go forward. On the other side, these are just the washrooms. We've talked about those before. All right, so that's enough from me outside. I'll take a quick walk inside. There's not much going on, but just give you a sense. Okay, welcome to the basement. Not too much has happened down here, so we'll just have a very quick look at a few of the details that have been attended to. The first is along the side here. You can see the framing has continued along the side, and that is even around these windows, so that everything can be completed, so that the drywall can get in place and finishes can be done. But you just see how, I hope you can get a good shot, even the drywall on the inside of the wall here is done, and then drywall will come across to where the windows are. So it's really nice to see. We've gotten a lot of delivery of the HVAC system. They're just sitting in the hall here for later installation elsewhere. They've just been continuing. I think all of the electrical is pretty much in place down here. Electrical and, I should say, fire equipment. So that once we can get the T-bar laid out for the drop ceiling in the center area here, they'll be able to start getting the lighting fixtures put in. And then I guess there's just a bit of small work that's been done in these back rooms, putting in some lighting and cleaning things up in the old storage room there. Same thing in, you can't see anything. This is the air conditioning room. I don't have a light, unfortunately, to be able to show you. And then we just go into the boiler room. They've completed digging up some of the floors here and getting new drains in place. So, yeah, not too much going on. All the same, it's good to see what has been done, and good to see a little bit of progress as we go along. So hope this little video update gives you a sense of what is happening, and really more to come in the coming weeks with that course lab going on outside. It means that we can begin with the framing, and I think we'll get a lot more people on site to do that, not only the framing on the second floor, but the interior walls, and then running all of the equipment and so on. So it's going to be an exciting month ahead. I think we'll really see a lot taking shape. And so stay tuned, and we'll continue to give you updates as things happen. Take care all. Bye-bye.